and the tennis preacher, the prophet, the psychic, and the tennis pastor. Let me get this last video. This is on the controversy. I told y'all, what do I think about the controversy? Now, people, you got to be a grown person. You got to be an adult, because I'm finna speak my mind and tell y'all what I really think about the controversy. And the controversy I'm getting ready to speak about is gonna make my video right now controversial, because I'm finna speak my mind and tell y'all what the magic man think about it. Okay, people, listen, I want to curse, man. I want to swear. This was the craziest bleeping, effing, bleeping, blah, blah, bleeping, silliness, crazy stuff I was seeing. Let me just start, before I get to Serena, because I'm a blast Serena, man. But I'm like, let me just get to what was really crazy, man, was that people, I mentioned this in the other video I just uploaded, that Naomi Osaka couldn't even celebrate. Listen, she could. That's what was crazy. Listen, we have seen people argue before. We have seen people do what Serena did and argue. We have seen John McEnroe. We have seen lesser than John McEnroe. So, but to see Naomi Osaka, y'all see when she won? Y'all know how Nadal and Federer celebrate, and Serena, Naomi Osaka, she like went to the side. She didn't even come towards Serena. I think Serena met her and hugged her. So that was crazy. And then during the ceremony, Naomi was just, her head was down when they gave her the trophy. She wouldn't even raise the trophy, like she was ashamed to raise the trophy, or afraid that she was going to hurt Serena, or make Serena feel bad, whatever was going on. So that was weird that Naomi, this was the first slam champion that I saw that didn't jump up and down and celebrate. So that was the first craziest thing that just stuck out with me. Now, but still though, that's what Serena wanted deep inside. I'm gonna get that. Now, listen, people, let me just start with Serena first of all. Y'all can believe this bullshit y'all want to. The media is saying stuff like, oh, Serena, that's so great of you to comfort Naomi Osaka when she was crying. And y'all remember during the ceremony, Serena, what's her name? Naomi was crying, and Serena sort of hugged her and sort of gave this impression that we in this together. Man, listen, man, that's just Serena Williams just trying to be the center of attention, man. That's the way I look at that. I'm not buying that. Okay, listen, I'm not buying that whatsoever. That this Serena is trying to comfort Osaka. No, that's just Serena being with that entitled stuff. People, let me tell y'all something. Listen, check this out. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm fair. People, Serena Williams is probably my favorite female player. Actually, Osaka is my favorite new generation of women's player, okay? Not just today, she's been ever since a little before Indian Wells. Osaka was my favorite new generational player, okay? Serena is my favorite women's player. I respect her greatness. I also respect what she's done, because tennis was such a racist sport. Black people couldn't even play, man, back then. Back 60 years ago, black people, forget even the pro level, a black person couldn't even play in a white club or a nice club, tennis club, or whatever. So I appreciate Serena as an Afro-American, even though doors was already open, and Arthur Ashe and Thea Gibson had already opened up doors. I appreciate Serena as an Afro-American continuing to open up doors as an Afro-American for other Afro-Americans and stuff. All right, and what that symbolizes. But people, it stops there. I have never really liked, I know Serena's a little more mature than she used to be. She's a mom now, because all the media is saying all this stuff. Well, okay, you're a mother now, so what are you gonna, how do you feel about this? They asking those questions like that right there, like, because she's a mom, don't mean Serena doesn't have that entitlement stuff. But people, like I said before, besides Serena being like my favorite female player, I'm considered, besides me considering her to be arguably the greatest female tennis player, arguably. I mean, I still think she needs to break Margaret Court's record, but arguably, I give her that. And besides me just appreciating what she's done as an Afro-American in a sport that was very racist in the past, okay? Tennis and golf, but tennis too, man. So I appreciate that. But people, it stops there. I've never really liked Serena Williams' attitude personally. Even though she's not as bad as she used to be, Serena got that diva stuff. Let's be for real. If you're a Serena fan that don't want to accept that, just cut the video off. You don't have to listen to me. Serena got that entitlement stuff, and I know it when I hear it. People, listen. Let me tell y'all something about me. I'm not perfect, and I got weaknesses that maybe Serena doesn't have. And Serena may have strengths that I don't have. One thing I don't have, people, I don't have the entitlement bullshit, okay? Most people that see me, they say I have a good heart. People have told me over the years, you have a good soul. I've never had that whole entitlement nonsense. That's now let me just say this. You may say, imagine, man, why are you saying this? People, listen. Serena's coach, Serena just found out in her post-game interview that her coach has already admitted that he was cheating. But he says everybody does it. So Serena said in the interview, well, I just heard that, and I just texted him to see why he said that. I don't really know why he said it. So people, Serena is accusing the umpire, saying you are questioning my character. But Serena, she know her coach was cheating. Okay, you know he was cheating. Of course he's doing the thumb stuff. He wasn't doing no thumbs up, and you know that. So that's really bad when you know he was cheating. Now Serena could have went on, but she know he was cheating. She knows she looked at him. So then she gonna still tell the umpire, why you questioning my character? Man, that's really entitled. It'll be like, people, suppose I stole something. I stole some money from you. And then you say, Magic Man, you a thief. And then I say, what you mean I'm a thief? You questioning my character. Can you imagine that kind of entitlement? See, if I stole your money and you caught me, I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, man, you caught me, man. Okay, I won't do that anymore. I have to pay you some more money, and you can call the cops. I suffer the consequences. Okay, all right. Now let me see if there's anything else I want to say about Serena from the Serena side. Okay. Well, let me go to the umpire. Like, okay, the umpire, what he did was legal, but I do question the third thing. Listen, man, in a match that big, I know Serena called you a thief. I do agree with Serena here now. Now, she said that the men had said worse things. People, hey, listen, people, and they didn't get a game taken away. People, I disagree with the umpire on this, even though he was legally right. Man, at 3-3? Okay, a point. I get a warning, 2 warnings, a point taken away, but a game, man, listen, man, at 3-3, and it ain't like you took the game from her. You gave Osaka a game. I didn't know it worked that way, that the person gets a game. I thought they take the game away, like if 3-3, it goes to 2-3. But no, they give Osaka the game. So, man, I question, like, just because you have the legal right to do something, I agree with one of the other channels I heard that he got a little selfish. Like, he's like, I'm going to show Serena, I'm going to show you something, girl. But, he could have, because Serena was walking away. And I'm not saying Serena was right now, but I'm just saying in a high-stakes match like that, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna tell him that. They probably already pulled him aside, say, bro, man, listen, yeah, you was legally right, but man, I've never seen somebody. Can you imagine Nadal and Federer in the 5th set? It's 3-3, and Federer does something, and they give Federer Nadal 4-3. Just give it to him. Can you imagine how that can change the outcome of a match? But in this match, I've already said, Naomi Osaka already blasted Serena the first set, and she already recovered and made it 3-off. So I think she would have still beat Serena, and even Serena sort of admitted that. She didn't say, well, I don't know what would have happened, but she said she did admit Naomi was playing extremely well. Okay, and let me see if there's anything else I want to say about this. But let me just get back to Serena. I just think that, how a child knows how to create. See, I think Serena knew she was going to lose, okay? Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, Serena knew she was going to lose, especially especially after she blew that when it was 3-1 and Osaka made it 3-2. And then, see, man, you know how a child can do? A child can create all kind of chaos to get what they want. So you may be saying, well, Magic Man, how did Serena get what she wants? How did she get what she wanted if she lost? I'll tell you how she got what she want. She got a big controversy that took away the stage from Osaka. Now, a lot of people are going to jump in the comments and say, Magic Man, you getting too deep. People, I know that. Listen, people, can I tell y'all something about me personally, people? I used to date a lot I don't do it anymore. But I learned a lot about women, though. But this ain't just about women, but I learned a lot about entitlement. Men got entitlement, too. But I dated a lot of women that felt they were entitled, man. And so I know it when I hear it. Man. I knew a man one time. This is a man right here. He owned a BMW. He went into a store, and he had money. He lived like Beverly Hills, but he felt he was entitled. He went into a store, stole something because he felt he was too entitled to pay for it. He had more than, he was like a millionaire almost. And they caught the guy. Guess what he said? They said, you a thief. We don't care if you have a BMW, because he said, I have a lot of money. I don't need to steal anything. They said, we just caught you shoplifting. Guess what he said? He said the exact same thing Serena said. He said, don't question my character. That's what pisses me off. And they said, we questioning your character because you just stole something. So, but see, here's another thing, people. Let me say something, people. The umpire didn't even question Serena's character. Serena ain't the one who cheated up there. She should be mad at her coach. Her coach is the one that cheated. He's the villain number one. Serena is villain number two in my book. The coach. She need to be mad at her coach, but she can't be mad at her coach because she was looking at him and she accepted what he said and she knows it. Okay? So y'all can buy this bullshit if you want to. And she created this whole thing. I mean, she made it. Listen, I do agree with her that men have said worse things. Like, if y'all go to YouTube, type in Federer arguing with the umpire. You will be surprised. See, a lot of these things, they don't show on TV. Man, Federer, I saw him insulting an umpire one time. He could have been right. He was saying, what's wrong with you? You can't count? You can't see? I heard Nadal too. But people, I heard Nadal. As humble as we talk about Nadal is, type in Nadal arguing with umpires. The Djokovic too. So Serena is right there. Now, like the commentator did say, but maybe the umpire didn't take away a game because they were not in their third offense. Okay, there could be a point there, but still though, I've never seen an umpire take away a game. He shouldn't have taken away a game though, man. I can understand a point, but a game? So I even though he was right legally, I think he should have let that pass because the match was almost over. That's what I would have done. If Serena would have called me a thief, and it's 3-3, I would have said, in my mind, what I would have done? I wouldn't have taken away the game, but in my mind, I said, I hope you get your ass whooped. I hope Naomi Osaka whoop your ass. Okay? So, yeah, that's it, man. My general thing with this is that I think Serena knew she was going to lose. So she created this whole thing, no matter, even if it sound good, and she achieved a goal. It took away the attention from Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka couldn't even celebrate. And then another thing I didn't like, Serena fooled all y'all here. Everybody talk about, Serena, she comforted Naomi Osaka at the ceremony. I sort of felt like Serena was trying to keep Naomi Osaka close. It was almost like she was trying to be the center of attention. If I was the coach, you know what I would have done? If I was Naomi Osaka's coach, I would have came down on that stage and took Naomi Osaka. They finally did that. They took Naomi Osaka and sort of separated her from Serena so she could hold up the trophy. Y'all see, Serena was trying to stay close to Osaka. You know why she did that? And any psychologist, see, all y'all believe that crazy stuff. Y'all believe Serena, but the psychologists, you ever seen those psychologists that can read people's language? Like when a person talk, they can tell you if a person is lying, like based on how they turn their head. A psychologist would probably agree with me. The reason why Serena held Naomi Osaka, it wasn't because she felt sorry for Osaka. It was because she wanted to be the center of attention. See, by her she didn't want Osaka to separate from her and hold that trophy that Serena wanted. I'm telling y'all what's really up. So y'all, hey, listen, I'm just the tennis prophet telling it like it is. So that was Serena did. She achieved that. She turned this whole thing. She saw she was getting her ass whooped and couldn't beat this new superstar that she said she was going to beat. So she created this whole thing. And those of you who don't believe me, notice when the controversy started. It didn't start in the first set. After Serena got beat, 6-1 or whatever, the first set, it started right at the beginning of the second set, when Serena needed everything to change because she was getting ready to get blasted quick. Okay, people, that's the way it is. I know a lot of people are not going to like what I just said, but the tennis prophet got to call it the way it is. Tennis preacher, tennis prophet, and the tennis psychic. That's it, people. See y'all tomorrow after the Djokovic Del Potro match. Have a good one.